Oh, what are we doing? So on my alt, I actually reached level 60 on my alt last night. And I got the same weapon, the sword of the round and the shield of the round. Because, to be fair, on the marketplace, being level 60 plus, you could get better weapons than this. I think the item level goes up to 250 if you're at level 60. At level 64, it's probably even higher than that. Probably Stormblood type gear. I don't know. I just like this. If I happen upon better gear for weapons and shields, I'm definitely glamoring it back to these two. They fit so well with my paladin armor. It's ridiculous. I can't do it yet, but I can't show it off. You've probably seen it. I mean, if you see me pull it out, you've seen it. No, that's not bad. Getting level... So, okay, so as far as the MSQ is concerned, because I was asking this without really researching it, and I stopped researching it on the wiki because I was doing a lot of these instances and trials and dungeons completely blind anyways. Because it wasn't that I didn't like taking notes. Me being, like, I like being organized about that, and I like knowing what's coming up to an extent. But then it also is like, well, I can't really fully experience instances for the first time. So it was a back and forth. Ultimately, I just decided to say screw it and not spend my time looking at videos. And some videos are like over 7 years old. So, well, 7 for Realm Reborn, about 7 years old-ish. For Heavensward, it'd probably be long enough where I don't know if it would be accurate at this point in the game. But anyway, the level 58 icon there tells me if this were Realm Reborn, I would be close to the end of 2.0. Story-wise. So I wonder, like, how with what we've gained out of last stream, what we end up going for. I might just take the freaking piety. I believe I'm successfully rested. Let us continue west to Charlane. Once you've descended the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Knath territory. Sorry, I was distracted by the Manderville dance. It's just on the corner of my eye. It's like, what the fuck? We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. God forbid I should be forced to voice a chocobo. That will destroy my voice altogether. My vocal octaves can barely even reach what I think a funny sounding Tataru or anywhere near accurate Tataru is with how low my voice is usually, so a chocobo is just write out a death sentence. But for the lulz, I won't, you know, just for the fun of it, I won't say no. It's just I'm not always gonna do it. Great new nation, Giovanni. And I always say I'm gonna do it. I always say I'm gonna complete the map. I think that's just something that I'm gonna have to stay away from my alt, because I'm so used to playing on my alt when I'm not streaming. But I think what I'm gonna do is force myself away for a little bit just to get the maps completed and also put away some of the glamours I've collected. What time is it? Server time, local time. Yeah. Shit, that confused me. I thought it was like 1 a.m. I was like, there's no way I'm starting this late. But yeah, I think on this server, 10 p.m. I'm probably gonna forget. But around 10 p.m., the Gold Saucer Hackpot board is ready to go. Didn't win it on my alt. I already checked. Theirs opens up at around 3 p.m. on Lich. But there was 1 week where the number they put out for that week... Hold on, cutscene.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas.
Looks kind of dreary, to be honest.
To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
They keep coming. What the hell? Just arrive. I really do appreciate the narrator. Like, the player controlled pacing of it all is so like volume, and the chapters, it's like reading a visual novel, the way the narrator keeps going on about the lands, every new land you get to. It's really good. Matoya dwells in the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. You know, it as much as I enjoy it, you know what really is frustrating about me doing accents? Is that I only know one language, English. And I don't even speak that well at all. I tumble over my words when I speak out loud. I'm not used to speaking that much at all, to be frank. Like, streaming has allowed me to speak the most I probably have ever spoken in my entire life. And it's part of what made me realize how much I like to ramble when I'm left to my own devices. Even though I am fairly quiet in person. So... Alright, that's our first one. So, what I'm saying is, I enjoy it, but not only do I have to try not to stumble over my words, but I have to even try to do a fake accent that I think Yoshola or whoever would sound. I may have realized this earlier, but I'm just now noticing as well, like with how aligned these are. This would be the last one for Heavensward, I'm assuming. If this is expansion based, it would make sense that this is Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers. So 6 lands per expansion that you can fly on, right? But I'm also noticing how equal it is. The currents don't go past a certain point for quest versions of them and exploration versions of them. So that's fair enough. Let's randomize it a little bit. Been on my chocobo a lot. I don't like searching for currents right out the gate of me being in a new land But I do get to them eventually. Symbols in the architecture are kind of interesting. Not sure what to make of that. Looks like what a purple Tonberry might look like without the hoodie and the knife. These are not jokesters. It's actually looking pretty serious for a region with enemies and creatures all over. Esper type Magitech Vanguard G. Rank 3, I guess. I have thought about moving my main over to Lich, since all my friends are on there, but I think, well, I think what it would make more sense to do is, as I've been trying to go in parallel story-wise and content-wise, at least, between this tune and the one on Lich. If it makes sense for me to do, I might stream that instead. It depends. I don't know. I have to think on what I've done already, because some of the things I've already done on Lich with my character, I've not read, and of those bits of content, I've kind of skimmed or skipped. Like, for example, being a Lancer turning into a Dragoon. I've been skimming it a lot less now, because I'm level 58, I think, on my Dragoon. So I'm actually trying to, piece together what the story is for that questline. But of all that kind of stuff, I just haven't done it here on this tune at all. So it would be nice for me to, like, build up a Lancer on stream. And I can't do that on my alt because I've already done it. So we'll see. One thing I'm realizing, especially with the time difference, even on Midgardsormr, I'm realizing that I would like, and I felt this way with WoW servers as well, I would really prefer to make some sort of third tune on a server that is Eastern. And I'd have to research, like, what servers are actually, like, Eastern Standard Time for me. Because for the longest time, I thought that was Midgardsormr. It's a US server. But, like, which is really naive for me to think anyways, because it doesn't automatically mean it's Eastern, but for some reason, I thought it was. And you have to go all the way up here. And it hasn't. So, I don't know. Someday, at some point, when maybe after Endwalker, base Endwalker, when I have the free time to not go back and forth between two tunes, maybe I can just focus on one that isn't something that I have to, like, watch cutscenes. I know there's, like, options to skip cutscenes. I might do that on the third tune. Just skip through it all and have fun on that. Whatever server's Eastern. Wait, why are you guys here? If the destination is, like, all the way over yonder. 15 years abandoned, and already Charlayan has fallen into such disarray. Verily, a city is no more than its inhabitants. The bridge ahead is collapsed. I'm afraid we shan't be crossing there. But worry not, I know another way. See you the towering structure to the north? We should be able to cross there. That straight up looks like both a monolith and that rectangular thing that I see a lot in different marketing and media for the Xenoblade series. I haven't played a single game of them, but they've always looked cool. And I remember there being sort of like a key monolith looking thing in those games. That actually isn't entirely true though. Back in the mid-2000s when the Xenosaga series was getting kind of hot as far as popularity, the first and the second game, even though I'd never finished them, they were a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed playing those a lot. Both because of their gameplay, their visuals, and just the powerful music that was going off during your gameplay, not even only during the cutscenes. Which I loved. I didn't mind that the cutscenes for those games were insanely long. I was used to that off the Metal Gear Solid series, so God, and don't talk to me about the Metal Gear Solid series. I have to finish the third and fourth one still. I've barely played the third and the fourth. I think by the time the fourth came out, I wasn't at all interested in playing a PlayStation 3. So that I missed the boat on that, kind of. If there was a PC version or like a modern console version, you know what, I'm just gonna say, you know what, preferably PC. I say I'd settle for a console, but the only console I have available is a Switch, and I don't know if Konami would put the Metal Gear Solid series on that, so. Idleshire. Find a place to cross the Thaliac River. I'm sorry, I'm so... The Dravania Hinterlands. I could have sworn I saw a crystal to attune to. Is that not the case? Alright. It's beautiful out. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlayan engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlayan journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eorzea's greatest city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With their keepers lost to her, Charlayan has become an empty husk of her former self. Pshkoooh. Uplander is mistaken. Charlayan has new keepers. is on cusp of new age of glory. Let me guess, these are goblins. I saw a few of them out back. Of course. Goblins? Here to plunder the city? Gasp. Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Maybe I should be a little bit more musky with that voice. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here.
With Uplanders, abandoned city. Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no. Uplanders are trespassers.
If I had a voice changer like mod, like a software mod, I probably want them to sound more Darth Vader-ish with that voice. Because I keep forgetting that their faces don't actually look like that. They've got masks on. My friends, please. We did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. They stopped dancing. It's like, what of it?
Pshkoooh. If that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Welcome to Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement.
I like their bags. Little camping backpacks that they've got. I mean, that was peaceful enough. More peaceful than actual humanoid interactions I've had. Alright, Woolnix, would it be?
Pshkoooh. Woolnix is standing guard, keeping Idleshire safe for Gobbykin.
I'm trying not to make them sound a lot like the other ones in the Dravanian Highlands or whatever, the Chocobo Forest place. I like the way they sound and I want to make them distinct. Top marks. Is that a hunting thing? Keeping up with the Aleopos. Is that a fucking Kardashian reference? Suppose it's only to be expected. Oh, sorry, Y'shtola. I suppose it's only to be expected that others would come and occupy Charlet, and nonetheless, it feels akin to having strangers take over your home in your absence. I mean, yeah, fair.
Pshkoooh. Here's heart of settlement. Name is Idleshire.
Midnight Dew. What have we got here? Guess. Greetings to you. I am Alphino Levelior, and may I introduce my companions, Teha, Strife, and Y'shtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend, and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapsed, you went looking for a detour, and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew. Is that right? That's the short of it, aye. This place, Idleshire, I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say, I'm surprised to find it still so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, it was only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Snowflakes... Bleh. Slowfix and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came and friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build great new nation. Oh, that was Slowfix. So that is what happened after we Charlayans departed. Oh, you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them. Feel like a waste, you know? We've been trying to put the place to rights, and things have been going well for the most part. But it ain't all smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance. And there's the Illuminati carrying us day and night. I beg your fucking pardon. Don't tell me we've got actual Illuminati in this game. Pshkoooh, Slowfix has right idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes? Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I'm not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. Happy dance. Well, that was interesting. Quick way to make friends. Oh wow. That looks pretty cool actually. I might take it. Pshkoooh. Oh, Pshkoooh. So Uplanders agree to help. Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Idleshire, get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlayan, yes? Charlayans should know best way to deal with creatures. So we are to eliminate the golems. This should be a simple enough affair. The automata were employed by sentinels, and by design can be unmade with coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. Okay. An adventurer stands before you, wearing a shite-eating grin and gazing at you in a way that makes you not entirely comfortable. You don't say. Unctuous adventurer. I mean, with those eyes, I don't blame you. What am I looking at here? Wondrous Tales. Strife. Teha Strife. Gods, it's really you. I've heard the songs and tales, but to think the day would come that I'd meet you in the flesh. Whatever have I done to deserve such an honor? Drat, of all the days to forget to polish my armor, he must think I'm a total bumpkin. But wait, dare I ask? No, I daren't. To impose on such a hero. Oh, but what is the harm in trying? Yes, I must try. Whoops. You see, I'm in a bit of a bind. A pickle, if you will. You see, I've just taken on a task of sorts. A task far beyond the abilities of a two-guild greenhorn like myself. But you, yes, a realm-renowned hero like you could tackle the monumental task in your sleep, blindfolded, with both arms and a leg tied behind your back. So you'll do it for me, yes? Wonderful. Just head over to Rowena's and tell Chloe Poe. What? You're here to help. Did I say Chloe Poe? I meant Chloe Aliapo. Alright, that isn't my silly little nickname for her, and I certainly haven't been frequenting her shop every day for the past 2 moons. That her ever so cute little smile might brighten my dark and dreary days. I've blabbered on enough, haven't I? Ta-ta! He's got a little crush on her. How cute. Oh, this place actually reminds me a bit of more donuts. The ability to exchange stones and the like. Okay, I've got none of that, so no. I don't have the currency for you. Oh my god. Those are poetics, yeah. Wait. Am I gonna make my paladin armor obsolete already? Also, what in the fruity pebbles is this? That makes it... that makes... With the hairdo I've got, that makes it look like I've got this sharp, bloody looking beard extending outward from my chin. Oh, that actually is really neat. I don't like that helmet though. Could do without that. That looks neat. I like that. Let me just stick with paladin armor. Let me save this right quick. I wanna see how this looks all together. Damn, just like showing off cleavage like that? Really? Oh, those are the hands. I'm sorry, this does not look like paladin armor at all. This is the kind of thing you'd see a dragoon wear. 100%. I don't know why why is this paladin armor? Oh, and then 270 even. God, and then there's no point in caring about that set. We can forget that. But then what about this then? That's okay. I'm not a fan of circlets, so The cloak thing, I'm not crazy about. I like the whole getup as a whole better than the pieces separately. Although I will have to say, I'll be more than likely I'll be replacing the head bit either with my trademark horns or like maybe something that's like a dark silvery shade like this. A gray silvery shade. Dark enough that blends in with the rest of the getup. I don't know if I have a glamour like that though. I'd have to check. But fair enough to this. I would very much prefer that. But like, so I mean it's definitely a stat boost, there's no denying it. Would it be a requirement? Hell no. Because I've already, I mean, for the 6 pieces, what the hell? Oh, that's one of those mounts I'm hoping to get someday. The 6 here are 210. I guess I can farm poetics to improve upon everything else. That seems like that would make the most sense. And now that I'm like way past, I'm in the middle of Stormblood level-wise. So doing roulettes and making quick levels out of that wouldn't be a bad thing. I used to think it was though. Especially in Realm Reborn, getting way above 50 made a lot of things feel easy, but what's easy there at that kind of content could be very useful from farming on my end as far as glamours, minions, mounts. Makes soloing a lot easier for me, I'll put it that way. I have enough for one now. I'll tell you what I would prefer to do then. Let's do this. Might just stick to earrings and, you know, extremities, things like that, because those are very low in comparison to the rest of it. That said, what kind of armor you rocking? Nothing. This isn't even armor. This is miscellaneous. Look at that. Like 5. I don't even think I'm wearing anything that material wise that's a 5. I've got 4s. I used to care a lot about putting materia in my gear, but I realized that if you're not gung-ho about getting the utmost out of your stats, and plus if you're not a blacksmith, it doesn't really matter. Where is the... I'm missing something here. Maybe it's somewhere else? Primal gear. Alexander gear. Can't get that till level 80. Can I just look at it? Oh, I've seen people talk about these. These are... Yeah, the cogwheel type weaponry. And of course it would be with the Alexander raid. People always talk about Alexander like it's some great feat. And I'm sure it is, but... Here we go. Here's the weaponry I'm looking for. Not a fan of the look of it. That looks alright. Tell you what, let me put all that together. You know, given how sharp the armor looks in the shield and sword, my usual horns would actually look appropriate instead of the circlet. So yeah, I would take this. If I keep farming enough and I get the proper stuff for it, sure. Wouldn't mind that. Like I said though, if we're gonna go on weakest so far, I'm gonna get myself a proper bracelet. It says advanced melding forbidden. I don't even know what advanced melding is. I always forget, like, what's the... That has dexterity, so that'd be useless for my paladin, right? But then this one has determination. And that's also not something that I should prioritize as a pally. So then this, yeah? I think. Okay. Boy, have I been doing an absolute buttfuck of roulettes on my alt. It's been a lot of fun. So much fun. Just not because of the leveling. That in and of itself is fine. And then I get the... I'm receiving all the mind share of the dungeons, trials, and raids that I keep doing over and over and over, and it's like... It's making me a little bit more numb to the anxiety of tanking overall, which is great. Not so much that I won't freak out if I'm like in need of a lot of responsibility as far as like, oh, you gotta do this as a tank and this very unique specific mechanic that you don't know about. But I think that in that case, that's to be expected for a first time through. Damn, that jumped from 175 to 186 real quick. Very nice. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, right. Can I not edit? Whatever, it's... I don't think I've ever tried to, not ever, but I haven't done a major edit of my plates in such a long time. I don't know why I had those boots over that outfit. I still love the way I look. It's so badass. Wanna know what really sucks about my alt? So here, my eyes are... each eye's different color. And I love that. On my alt, for some reason, I forgot to change it to the way this looks. So they're all one color of, I think, purple. Or of like a dark blue. I don't know. I thought like saving aesthetic setups across multiple characters was the thing you could do. I think it did, except for the eyes. So I don't know. It would suck if I have to use a Fantasia to change the eyes, so I'm just dealing with it for now. Yeah. That little thing hanging off the waist in the front, I gotta take that off. Okay, enough hype about better gear. Where am I going? Oh, is this a proper city? I didn't realize. Idleshire is an actual city. You okay, lady?
So you're famous, Teha, are you? All the clan's all abuzz about talk of the brave young adventurer who joined our ranks. But tell me, how is it a storied young feller like you only proved to take on level 2 marks? Scared of getting that pretty face of yours scratched, are you?
This must be excruciating to hear.
Well, it's up to you. But if you got the stomach for a new challenge, you'll go back to that inn and tell Ardolaine that Yolois says he's holding you back. If he doesn't approve you for more events marks, he'll have me to deal with.
Holy shit. That rang in my ears. I could only imagine how that sounds to you. I've already forgotten where she wants me to go. Oh, back there. Okay, no. What's this room about? Hey there, mister. I'm Chloe Aliapo. And who might you be? Wait a damn minute. My dude out back giving me the uncomfortable look treatment has a nickname for her? Teha Strife. The Teha Strife? From all the stories? Wow, you're like a legend. A real living, breathing legend. This is so exciting. Did I tell you I love stories? Well, I do. And not just listening to them, I'm pretty good at telling them too. I have this friend whose mommy and daddy went away and never came back, and well, she gets lonely and cries sometimes. So I tell her stories to cheer her up. That's right, stories of brave adventurers like you. She likes my stories. She stops crying and even starts smiling and laughing. Seeing her happy makes me happy too, but lately, she's just been staring off into space again. It must be my fault. I bet all my stories are starting to sound the same. But then I had an idea. Do you know what it is? I'll ask great adventurers like you to tell me your stories, and then I'll put them together to make new stories of my own. It's a really great idea, right? Tell me you think so too. Oh, they should have given me a choice. So will you help me? Rowena gives me all sorts of things when I work hard, so if you do this for me, I can give some of them to you. What sort of things? Well, tone stones for one, and well, all kinds of other special stuff. But not my mandragora pin.
That's all mine.
So do me a favor, remember all your bestest stories and write them in this notebook here. I call it Chloe's Wondrous Tales because I have a tail and I tell tales. Get it? Jesus Christ. Every time your stories help me come up with a new tale of my own, I'll give you a present. It'll be a lot of fun for both of us, don't you think? Thanks, Teha. And by the way, you're even more handsome than I pictured you from the stories. Teehee, I need to run the hell away from you. Wondrous Tales unlocked. I remember there being a challenge log entry about this. Welcome to Wondrous Tales. Henceforth, you can share your tales with heroism and daring do for the chance to earn valuable rewards. To begin, you'll want to obtain a Wondrous Tales journal from Chloe Aliapo. In addition to the one you received, a new journal will be made available every week. Within the journal is a card of 16 squares, 4 columns, 4 rows, each representing a certain quest or duty, or a category of the same. Triumph in the corresponding venture, and the square will be marked off. You can mark off to 9 squares on a single card. Complete the conditions described within. For example, marking off 9 squares, marking off 4 squares in a row, and so forth. And deliver your marked journal to Chloe Aliapo, and the story-loving Mikote child will reward you accordingly. Confirmed she is a child. Oh my god, that guy's a creeper. Oh no. To view objectives and see which squares you've marked off, as well as review reward conditions and time limits, you need only use the journal from the key items menu. I'd have to look at this. I'm kind of understanding, but I'm also like, what do you mean? New journal will be available from Chloe Aliapo every week at Tuesday at 4 AM Earth time. Happy adventuring. This sounds like almost a supplementary challenge log in and of itself, no? Because I know for a fact challenge logs reset at 4 AM as well. At least on this server. Okay. Wondrous Tales. Is that a hotkey I can press for that, or? That reminds me there. I have to do the Ulda thing. Well, I guess I can put it down here then, yeah? Better yet, maybe I'll just do this. keep it there for now. Because eventually I won't need the compass. But that might be a while. Jeez, what am I looking at? Reward list, 9 seals. That's a lot of... Oh, that's a lot of everything, actually. As I see it. Holy shit. Never saw a special represented by Korpa. And juice stains, excuse you? Complete a task to receive a seal. Use second chance points. Second chance points can be earned by completing select duties with party members who are new to the duty. They can be carried over to next week's challenge. I'm probably never gonna know that until I keep playing it. But this page in particular, not making the most sense to me. Not yet. Complete one of the following instance dungeons. Oh my god, they're asking me to do extreme ones now. I don't know most of these. Like, I don't even know if I have access to any of these yet. I would have to go back to ARR content and find the quests that give me access to the extreme ones. I just saw Alexander there as well. That's not comforting at all. I mean, for once a week, if all of these rewards here are once a week, then I would say sure, they're worth it. I would have to... Deadline is 9/7. Is it? Wait, what day's today? Wondrous Tales. Deadline is... That's September 7th, 4 AM. Which is a Tuesday. But that's... a week and change. That's not this coming Tuesday, the 31st of August. That's the following Tuesday. Why are they giving me an extra week, I wonder? Or is it a two... Did I read it wrong? It's a two every... Like, once every 2 weeks, not once a week. Okay, that's great and all. I like that that's the thing I can do. Like, the top line, the top horizontal line... Oh, hello. The top horizontal line is... easy-ish. I don't think I have a level 60 dungeon unlocked. Not yet, anyways. So, we'll see. It seems like Wondrous Tales transcends expansions too. And there would be a great way for me to earn MGP. That's for damn sure. For the chat mode and say, use your dingle douche, okay? Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't matter that it's not capitalized. It is. Capital N. Like, the fact that it has to be capitalized, though. Really. Oh my god, I killed it. With a shudder, the golem crumbles to pieces. Really now? We're just offing different entities with just a word or few. Oh, I got the, right before I started streaming, I got this here. For, subbing a certain amount of time. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not my kind of look. But, I like the aesthetic overall. It's not something I think I would want to wear for a paladin. Definitely, I would say for a dragoon. Definitely. Maybe without that. I like the colors of the hat. But, I don't know. I feel like this looks best on certain jobs. But overall, I like the look of it. It's fine. We are going this way, I think. Can I, real quick, just talk to her again? I think I get one of these in the rewards section, right? Incitatus. Oh my god. You get 510 armor, potentially? Wait, that she's only giving you... Can be exchanged for select combat-based varieties of materia 8. Interesting. I would definitely want those mounts. This, though. I mean, I'm looking kind of spiffy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what to make of it though, because it's only chest piece. It would have been nice if there were perhaps an entire set she would give you, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's that high level that they wouldn't want you to have an entire set. Stuffed Chloe. Wind up Omega M. Dress up Thancred, that's cute. Okay. Those are fine. Definitely going for the gold certificates. Oh, they're different as well. Well, how do you get a gold certificate if you only get bronze, silver, and silver? Maybe you have to do all of it on the board to get a gold? Neat feature though. Definitely an incentive for me to unlock the later Realm Reborn type stuff. Alright. That's right, it's a city. There's shards here. It's not a big place, so... You have attuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards? Oh, never mind. Epilogue Gate is now accessible as a... Okay, yeah. Fair. Good. Wait a minute. Could I not... I'm on my mount. Why is this... I'm so confused. I thought I was in a city. And I tried putting my mount... Wow, she went fast. I tried going on my mount before and I couldn't do it. Golems are no more. Wonderful. Now we can resume work on to expand settlement. Whatever you say, buddy. I can't get over that. The Illuminati incident. Pshkoooh. Uplanders help Gobi flock. Earned right to be citizens in Idleshire. A slow fix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slow Fix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gobikin. Slow Fix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I'm suddenly I'm suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. Pshkoooh, what stranger? You're a sneaky peeker. You're a thief working for Illuminati. You cannot take these things. No, no, no. They are there for all to enjoy. But Illuminati always tries to steal and hide things. Tap clicks must be on constant guard. If you say you are a Gobi friend, then prove it. Find Illuminati and defeat them. Drive them away from this place. The hell? That dude had over half health. How did he die so quickly? Workson, are you on something? Oh boy. Maybe I'm more powerful than I think. And that's right, I have... When do you get... Let me ask. When do I get Royal Authority? Level 60. That's probably why I feel more powerful. I think, and given that I just reached it last night on my alt, I don't think I've used Royal Authority that much in my alt yet. Well, let me go back. Hand that in. Pshkoooh, you salute Illuminati, mighty, mighty force. You are true, Gobby friend. The things here are all for all people of Idleshire, but Illuminati try to steal them away. Illuminati is our enemy. Illuminati is your enemy. This means you are our friend. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Where the hell did this come from? That's a lot of people. What do you mean there's another one? Maybe these are in parts. Revenge of the Vengeful Revengeance. Great. Yay, we did it. That was fun. Okay, now we go down this way. Hello there. Level 60. Let's go. Definitely, I ate a light dinner, so I'm probably gonna have something after the stream. Brave flocks all talks. Pshkoooh. Goodly Uplander. Long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Gasp. Does Uplander have lusty eyes for junk of Brave flocks? Uplander must not be touching junk of Brave flocks. Brave flocks is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Brave flocks. It's been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Weissgate gave me to understand that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Pshkoooh. Brave flocks eat Illuminati for sunupses. Pshkoooh. Who eats who for sunupses? What? Brave flocks all talks. Unwise you are to come here after dirty talking secret knowings of cheese make from Illuminati. Brave flocks did not unright. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in death pit. These guys look really weird. Like, not completely goblin-like. Pray to Godfathers, her punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. Yeah, whip out those weapons. That's why I got them. Wait. I was putting away the wrong bombs.
you.
Jesus Christ. What was that? Y'shtola completely blasted him.
Shee, Illuminati no match for furious godfist of Brayflox.
Yeah, that was Y'shtola, by the way.
More junk is awaiting Brayflox muchly. Brayflox is taking leave of Uplanders.
Well, our job here is done. Oh boy. I don't remember Brayflox. I'd have to play the game numerous times, I bet, to remember all these characters. Being embroiled in a cheese war was the last thing I expected coming from Charlayan. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfik's request. He's returned to the good tidings to be on our way. That looks so cool.
Uplanders are back. Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Pshkoooh, time has not cured the recklessness of Brayflox. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflox would now be dead gobby. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflox are joined by unseverable gobby bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders and are friends of Brayflox, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gobbyflock at first meeting. For a second there, I almost choked on my own words. Alright. That's neat. I think I'll just take the money. Pshkoooh, Half-Six has very important tasks for trusty Uplander. Must be done with fastness. Etherite of Idleshire needs of inspection. Maybe needs upkeep too. If gobbies do not take a look and fix little problems, its spinnings may shudder and stop. Or there is very big boom. But Half-Six does not have the right tools. Uplander, there is no time to waste. Half-Six needs Aether Flow distributors. The nearest are in base of Illuminati. Come, raid their store pots.
So it's funny, me doing a voice and then hearing the quest start. The church organs. As if I've blasphemed. Skill, okay.
Pshkoooh, Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honored citizens of Idleshire, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help build great new nation.
You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlayan thrive once more, to become a home to people of all races and creeds. You know, I should give her some kind of slight roughage to that voice, because how I'm making it sound is more like I'm speaking Minfilia. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels. Nodders. Alphino, Teha, shall we then? Oh, so you've met Yelois then, have you? Well, if she says you're ready to level 3 marks, it ain't worth arguing. Yeah, I figured it would be about hunts. Just make sure you're well prepared before you go after one of these beasts. More dangerous than anything you've hunted so far. The rewards are bigger too, provided you make it back in one piece. Any road, go and have a gander at the clan hunt board. So long as you understand the risks, I'll let you pick any level 3 mark that takes your fancy. They look at me as if, I guess it's been nice knowing you. Be finding your dead body shortly, I guess. Okay, can I... What kind of rewards are we talking here? I mean, 15 seals this time around seems fair enough. Sure. Elite and something just unlocked just now. Well met, Teha. I've got some good news for you. I've had word from Sir Leodest, the master of Clan Centuro. He seems he's been keeping half an eye on your progress, and he reckons you're just about ready to spread your wings as a fully fledged elite mark hunter. Sir Leodest was born into a noble family, but he left all that behind to head out hunting, tracking down the fiercest foes and destroying them for the good of the realm. Folk call him the original hunter scholar. Being recognized by a fellow like that ain't nothing to be sniffed at. Don't be letting it get to your head though. These elite marks are on a whole nother level and to aught you've hunted before, and charging in willy-nilly is a sure way to meet your maker. We give them ranks based on how deadly they are, just like the grand companies do. What the hell? That's Tataru? I thought that was a player. You find the bills for these elite marks up on the clan hunt board alongside the others. You're free to take whichever bill you choose, but make sure you know what you're doing before you head out hunting. Every one of these beasts is a nightmare incarnate. Thanks for the scare. Hold on a second. What do you think of my hair, Teha? Goes well with my garb, does it not? Oh, did I mention I made the garb myself? Because I did. Hehe. Right, but yeah, I mean, you look adorable, but you didn't have to, unless it was like, what, a requirement for being at the inn? Clan boys covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. As a fully fledged member of Clan Centuro, elite mark bills are now yours for the taking. Balls deep in marked bills and everything. Yeah, these are the elites that I've been seeing. SA, rank Bs. Yep. Posted weekly. That's when now we're talking. Now we're talking. Don't know if I'll be able to kill it, but there it is. Yeah, he's got the same minion I've got. Sweet. Yeah, look at them. Just growling at each other. That's cute. The same thing happens when you have two wind-up Moogles. In fact, let me get mine out. See? That's cute. It would be even cuter if you faintly heard them singing or humming, or because you see the notes. This or the little lion cub go toe to toe as being the most adorable minions I've got. Where are we going? I think we can just head over to Ul'dah and start the event thing. I forget who starts it though. Somewhere around here, yeah? Yeah, there she is. Oh, you're an adventurer, are you? Was there something I can assist you with? Now that I think about it, perhaps it is you who can assist me. I am Kipi Jakya, reporter for Gridania's leading tabloid, The Raven. Might I steal a moment of your time? So here's the thing. Just recently, an unusual visitor cut through Gridania's markets like a scythe, in a frenzy to purchase every Nemea lily available. And I mean all of them. For what purpose, I hear you ask? Well, my friend, I sense the answer to that question will provide the basis for my next scoop. So I did some nosing around. No one I talked to could put a name to our mysterious flower fancier. But by all accounts, he and his cargo hold of lilies had departed for Ul'dah, not wanting the trail to go cold. I quickly grabbed my quill and notepad and boarded an airship myself. And was quickly reminded of how hard it is to chase a story in unfamiliar territory. You know this town and its people well enough though, don't you? What say you to lending a hand to my investigative efforts? I suppose if you need a guide. Wonderful. Then we've no time to lose. First things first, we pay a visit to the nearest drinking establishment. The local tavern is always the best place to pick up tidbits of gossip and humor. True. If you've played Skyrim, you'd know that. He's just vibing, having the time of his life, defying gravity. Gremlin Dodo. It's cute. I recognize the song. I don't remember what game that's from though. My, those are some serious faces. What can I do for you this fine evening? Ooh, playing reporter, are we? Sounds like fun. Let's hear your questions then. Ahem. We are attempting to track down a particular someone who purchased a suspiciously large number of Nemea lilies in Gridania before transporting them here to Ul'dah. Any idea of who this person might be? We've more than our fair share of traders coming and going, and a large shipment arriving in the city is hardly a noteworthy occurrence. But now that you mention it, I do remember this florid minstrel fellow who came in just the other day. Said he'd pulled in from Gridania and needed help hauling a hefty delivery of the Alchemist Guild. He's actually a familiar face in these parts. Never did get his name though, strangely enough. A nameless adventurer arriving from Gridania with a sizable cargo to move. That sounds promising. Like I said, it was just a request to move cargo. Before you run off into a possible dead end with the Alchemist, I suggest you fish for more information out inside the quicksand. After all, where else can you find so many gossipy adventurers crammed into one spot? That certainly makes sense. Between the two of us, however, I see no reason why we can't do both. I shall stay here and interview the clientele, while you chase down our other lead at the Alchemist Guild. What do you think? And that would be our plan. Once we've spoken to the potion mixers, make your way back here and we can discuss any new revelations. Her little wave is adorable. Always good to talk to Momodi again. She's one of the OGs. Where do you want me? Alchemist Guild. So boldly do you approach a master of his profession. I warn you, this matter best be deserving of the precious moments you steal away from my unending research. You question me for a tabloid piece? Away with you. I refuse to waste another instant in this trivial nonsense. Ah, but a moment. Perhaps there's a shred of scholarly value to this after all. I vaguely recall the flamboyant character whom you speak, and his request to process a vast quantity of floral material. 'Tis laughable that I would undertake such a menial chore, of course, so I assigned the task to my subordinates. If you wish to discuss the tedious details, Dietrich is your man. Why, I should be delighted to assist you. This is regarding that large delivery of Nimia lilies. Yes, the guild did accept the task involving said flowers, as commissioned by a nomadic minstrel gentleman. And though I cannot reveal the nature of what we've produced, I can tell you that it shall be distributed amongst the populace as part of the events of the Rising. If you wish to know more, then might I suggest you speak to the gentleman himself? Adventurer, you're back. Did the alchemists offer up any new information? So to summarize, this famously unarmed minstrel of nomadic inclination commissioned the manufacture of some as yet unknown item to be handed out during the Rising. Oh, I heartily agree that we should speak to him with him directly, and as luck may have it, I've just discovered that he means to put on a performance at the Ruby Road Exchange. I think it's time for one of my patented on-the-spot interviews, don't you? If we hurry over, we can catch him before he takes the stage. Greetings, sir. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but you are the famous wandering minstrel, are you not? I am indeed. And what might I do for you fine people? I've been following you, to be perfectly honest. I'm curious to learn more about the wagon load of lilies you turned over to the alchemists, not to mention your plans to distribute the results of their work. You followed me? But why would you? Ah, a writer for the Raven. That explains much. And did you also learn what I tasked the alchemist to create? Is the coral out of the bag for all to smell? No, we were hoping you might tell us. Good. Then my surprise remains unspoiled. The plan, if you must know, is to hand out bundles of potpourri to all and sundry during the Rising. As in, flowers mixed with spices, that aromatic stuff you see in bowls and parlor tables and the like. Very same, except my potpourri will delight the eyes as much as the nose, thanks to the alchemical wizardry infused by my co-conspirators. Yet even without the enhancements, the scent of Nimia lilies is known to promote calm and tranquility. The Rising is a time of remembrance, of mourning. It is a time when sorrow can overwhelm folk who lost friends and loved ones in the 7th umbral calamity. It is my hope that the lily's gentle perfume will afford such burdened souls a modicum of peace during this oftentimes melancholy memorial. Oh my! what a genuinely lovely idea. Only just this moment we were making arrangements for a showcase of my humble talents, where I shall hand out potpourri bundles to the audience. Again, I'm glad that we met, you inadvertently spread the word of our little surprise gift. I trust you now have sufficient detail to write your article. Oh yes, I have plenty to work to. Thank you. Splendid. Now, since you've joined the inner circle, so to speak, we must have you play a role in their performance. you needn't fret so. I merely wish for your assistance in passing out potpourri. I can supply the crowd at the show, but it would be most helpful if you might deliver bundles to some other part of town. Sorry, I'm kind of giggling internally because potpourri is in a famous joke a comedian said years and years ago, back in like the late 80s, early 90s. It's just remembering that guy now. He only did a few specials and a little bit of stand-up. I think he passed away soon after he started doing stand-up, but he was incredibly funny. Oh, we would be happy to, and it could only help me flesh out the story. Let's head back to the quicksand adventure. If we hand out bundles there, then we can be sure to cover folk from every corner of the city. We were low on helping hands, to tell you the truth, so this has worked out for the best. Please come and meet me at the Ruby Road Exchange once you've finished with your task. I point at myself. Let's get to work, shall we? Lilies! Get your fresh lilies! Full of potpourri! What is it you're giving out there, adventurer? Ale. Ah, I know this scent. Near me a lily, yes? The flower is often placed on the graves of the fallen, practice with which I am, alas, intimately familiar. Why choose this particular bloom? I see. Perhaps the perfume does remind one of a piece of repose, rather than the violence which took our companions from us. It would seem the minstrel has given the matter some thought. For Cardinal veterans such as myself, the season of the rising can be a torment, like the throbbing pain of an old wound. I will keep this bundle close, I think, and breathe in its calm whenever I feel my thoughts turning grim. Keeping busy there, ain't you, Teha? I know it's for the rising and all, but it tickles me to see a hero of your stature handing out presents like a simple errand boy. I mean, ever since the first time we met, you've always been the type to lend aid where it's needed. And you haven't changed one bit. Makes me happy, it does. Not to mention a little misty-eyed. The good you've done for folk will linger on, an unshakable foundation in for your future. Keep going the way you're going, my friend, and we'll all be the better for it. Here, why don't you let me have whatever bundles you've got left, and I'll put them together with the ones I took from your reporter friend. If we leave a basketful out on the guild counter, I guarantee they'll find themselves out. They'll hand themselves out before the rising's over. Mistress Momodi took a goodly amount off my hands, but I think we've done our fair share of the work. We should go and see the minstrel and let him know that we've completed our task. The reporter and her most qualified assistant returned. The performance went well, I must say. But what of your story research? Were the townsfolk willing to share any moving material? Yes, they were unexpectedly forthcoming. I was regaled with many an anecdote from those who lived through the calamity, and privileged to hear their treasured memories of those who did not. Back when the calamity was poised to strike, I had only just earned my reporter's quill. I was rushing around town, questioning adventurers and taking notes. But as Dalamud descended ever lower, the streets erupted into chaos. It was then that I fled with my younger brother to the border in relative safety. There were a few less prudent friends and colleagues who might still be here if they had done the same. In the years since, the world has risen from the ashes. I've done my best to rise along with it. There are things I cannot, nay, should not forget. Such are the thoughts which blossom in my mind when I breathe in that potpourri's perfume. I've enjoyed our collaboration this day, adventurer, and I shall attempt to write a piece that does it justice. What say you to Rising Calm as a title? How fitting. I look forward to reading it. I too sense the stirring of a new composition, a hopeful verse, dedicated to the continued safe passage of those who yet ascend the path out of catastrophe and despair. This is where things get a little meta. I've done this before on my alt, by the way, but I love it. So good. Greetings, warrior of light. We're wearing similar clothes. You needn't be alarmed. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your wary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Naoki Yoshida, and you have my most heartfelt thanks for gracing this world with your presence, and your deeds of surpassing courage and valor. On a day such as today, I hope you will forgive me but a brief bout of nostalgia. It has been an entire decade since I first came to this world. I was a stranger here, a traveler in a troubled land, and the quest for its salvation consumed my every moment. Countless trials were met and overcome, and the world not only survived, it flourished. This victory we owe to those who persevered alongside us, to those who explored and nurtured and loved this realm as much as we. Yes, it is you of whom I speak, of our indomitable adventurers. 10 years is a long time, yes, but for me the number holds no special significance. It's simply a count of the passage of days. Success, however, would not have come without that accumulation of daily effort, and that is what makes it a milestone worth marking. Thank you for staying the course with us these many years. I will keep making plans for this world and for the foreseeable future. It has become a part of my life, and to see it grow is an adventure in itself. Rest well, Warrior of Light, for a grand convergence of events approaches. What? May the road upon which you must embark become the greatest of all journeys. Until we meet again, my friend. See ya. That's so nice. That's so good that they put that in. What a moving rendition. And now I really must head home to write that article. You have my gratitude, Teha. I would still be floundering in the street without your assistance. Until we meet again. A great many lives were lost in the flames of the calamity, not to mention the chaos which followed. Yet it is the adventurers who must face the challenges of living in this new era we have salvaged. To you, the champion in the vanguard of our efforts, I dedicate these verses. Scarred by the falling of fiery stars, the land is reborn with new life. God-slayers struck by an echoing roar, heavens ring with the promise of strife. Beast and man both seek freedom or death in bloody inferno untamed. By unbroken hopes from a sky long undimmed shall the darkness of Eld be reclaimed. A merciless gale, an unending road, if this be the path we are fated, then pray be our dawn in the rift betwixt worlds, your soul's blended light unabated. I really must apologize for pressing you into the service for my potpourri scheme. I tend to consider adventurers as fellow wanderers, and call upon the assistance of your kind with little reservation. As for the gifts themselves, there was another reason as to why I chose the Nimia Lily. Traditionally, the bloom is said to represent a prayer for safe passage. The way ahead yet promises more hardship, and I wanted, at the very least, to wish you, all of you, the smoothest road for the coming journey. That was really good. I like that event. You've unlocked the new jigsaw puzzle minigame. To play minigames, open the toy chest found in the inn. So where is... I think it's right here, right? Let me just shoot one off here. I think that one's my favorite. The 3D effect looks so cool. Oh, you could buy more of that too. Neat. Put that there. And use that. Gain access to fashion accessory. To use it, first select fashion accessories under the character. Okay. After equipping fashion accessories, they can be removed by pressing the action again. Of course, who would want to put away such stylish accoutrements? Who indeed? It's my first one. It's a shame you can't emote while you're holding the umbrella, or like do any unique kind of stance while you're holding it. But it is a cool looking one. Hopefully I remember hopefully I remember the voices. Like I'm gonna keep trying to adjust to the different voices. Except for Alpha, no. He's gonna be my normal voice. I shall be very cross if we're asked to clear this mountain of rubble. What are these? So we're free to go. Where exactly? I thought this was an NPC. It's just a player. Pshkoooh. By order of Chief Slowfix, Uplanders can come and go at will. 1 moment for clearing away barricade. Oh wait, he has like a sort of like a squirmy, like a low squeak. Like a slow draggy squeak to him. Finally, we can continue our journey. I really like Y'shtola's new getup. It's really badass. Yeah, by the way, run. That's funny. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Matoya resides. Unless you've finished business in Idleshire, let us strike out at once. I'm ready whenever you are. Let's go and meet the legendary Matoya. Alright. If I'm not getting any new content in for myself, whether I'm streaming or not, then there's no point in having the graphics be as high as I would want it to. That is disgusting. What the hell is that? Shit. Like a gymongous version of what you would see in the park somewhere. Okay. Alright. Orkson? Get to it. There it is. Also, there's an update to NVIDIA Broadcast that released recently. Apparently it's supposed to do something with, like, if you're going through a hype moment or your voice is just really loud for whatever reason, it's supposed to give more allowance for your voice to be loud while still going through the audio processes and, you know, blocking out background noise. Which I thought it was already doing, but apparently not. So, I don't check every stream, and it's very rare when I do. So for all I know, I could have been talking or reacting to something insane, and Mike wouldn't have picked it up. But I decided not to update that because I only found out right before I streamed, and in a general sense, it's not a good idea to be updating unless it's critical before you're getting some work done, workflow, streaming, what have you. Anything related to PC where you're like, okay, I'm set to do this today at this time. Because you don't know, anything could happen. And putting a new update that's supposed to fix or add things to could go smoothly, it could not. And from experience, I've known that much, so I'll wait till after stream before updating the NVIDIA thing. Where am I meant to be going? I mean, I can't... Can I move this way? Because if not, we'll just have to go south and around then. Yeah. Fair enough. 321 yalms to the south. I think, yeah, I don't know how to get up there, but maybe through there? I hope we get some more juicy narrative tonight. I'll be streaming for quite a bit. I just want to know, like, what's gonna happen next? Are we gonna be able to bring the shield down for that floating island thing after our key was stolen? Because last stream was more of a chill stream about just getting the limited time event done and doing just random things I felt like doing. I think this is how we get to it, right? But it feels like eons ago. Even though it was like maybe only a week. Where is where I want to be? Ebb and Aether flow. Oh, that's where we want to be. Fuck off. Where is this? Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going regardless. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna get this quest, this optional Aether Current quest. I thought that was the MSQ, but apparently we weren't meant to be leaving to get here yet. These guys have a great sense of awareness despite our level disparity. I'm like 5 levels above them, but still want a piece of me. Got shit tons of HP. Just realizing. Bratel. It's not an elite. That's a name that I feel like would be reserved for an elite version of that animal. Bratel. I don't know what the symbolism is, but someone in the FC I'm in asked if anyone wants a pretzel. I'm in the FC house. I'm like, what? I mean, I don't pay attention that much to FC chat anyways, but I find that funny. Oh, you just appeared out of nowhere. These guys are a little bit tougher, but apparently what we need is in this building, or site, remnants of a building. It's like in through this wall here. Except how would I... Oh, there's a little elevation there we can get to. Oh, hell no. You're not having me do an elite fate at a time like this solo. Jangle type Magitech Vangob G the third, or Mark III, or whatever. Has Uplander found Aether Flow distributors? Boy, have I.
Pshkoooh.
Thank you, Uplander. With these, half six can do upkeep. Uplanders and Charlane are making aetherites to whirl, using tricksy ancient knowings. If Gobby Flock uses tools and parts left by old Uplanders, then Aetherite of Idleshire will stay spinning for many, many years. almost choked on my own spit. No, none of this will do for me. How do these look in a general sense, though? Yeah. I'll take the money. Like, those looked alright, but not great. In fact, the paladin piece looked like a darker version of something I already have. Do you guys sell anything? 'Cause I kind of want to get rid of this. Alright. Now, this time, we will not leave Idleshire so hastily. Like, they freed the way and then everyone was running and then exploded, and I'm like, okay, well, let's get off it. Get going. I think it's because they placed me, like, right here. And I didn't turn around. I was just like, alright, see ya. Ahead lies the answering quarter, where the scholars of Charlane gathered to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, 'tis plain that much of it has been given back to the wilderness. Okay. You now have Aethernet access to the Prologue Gate, Western Hinterlands.